Welcome to Chapin Middle School, and thank you for coming out to our annual registration night and exploratory fair. We are excited to meet you, share information with you, answer any questions you might have, and show you our beautiful school. This video will be playing on a continuous loop this evening and will also be placed on our school website should you need to refer back to it at any time. The mission of Chapin Middle School, where community and school unite for excellence, is to ensure that each student is prepared to succeed by providing a challenging curriculum that develops intellectual, social, and emotional growth within a safe, supportive learning environment. Our vision is that Chapin Middle School will be a place where children are engaged and challenged in a supportive and nurturing environment. In the simplest of terms, the principal's vision is that Chapin Middle School will be a school where all students are safe, happy, and learning, all teachers are safe, happy, and teaching, and all stakeholders are safe, happy, and valued. There are 3 members of our administrative team. Front and center is our principal, Mrs. Anna Miller. To the right of Mrs. Miller is our API, Mr. Ron McGinty. Mr. McGinty handles all aspects of instruction, class schedules, and 504 plans. To the left of Mrs. Miller is our AP, Mr. Dale Whitson. Mr. Whitson handles safety, facilities, and discipline. We have a few more faces of some great people at CMS we would like to introduce to you. First is our receptionist, Mrs. Stacy Holliday. Mrs. Holliday greets all of our visitors in our front office. Next, we have Mrs. Cher Kinsey, our attendance clerk. Mrs. Kinsey is also located in our front office and handles all aspects of attendance for our school. Next, we have Deputy Mike Barrett, our school resource officer. Deputy Barrett's office is located at the front of the school, but he can be found all over our school, inside and outside, watching over and protecting our students and school during the school day. Finally, we have Mrs. Sherry Croft, our Special Education Placement Chair. Mrs. Croft helps oversee all of our special education services. Another important group of people you need to know at Chapin Middle belong to our school counseling department. Mrs. Katie Yeoman is our career development facilitator, and she works with our students concerning their interest in school and life after middle school. Mrs. Sandra Swindell is a school counselor who works with both 7th and 8th graders. Mrs. Sarah Holstein is a school counselor who works with our 8th grade students and families. And Mrs. Thais West is our school counseling director and 7th grade counselor. At this time, we will hear from Mrs. West.
Good evening. The purpose of tonight's meeting is to provide information about Chapin Middle School and the registration process. This will include the schedule, sports offered, clubs, academies, and registration. Please see an example of our bell schedule. Each block is 60 minutes. Students transition between 6 classes and a lunch period daily. Your child's schedule will consist of 4 core content classes, ELA, math, science, and social studies, and 2 exploratory classes. Students will have 30 minutes for lunch and recess. Middle school sports. We encourage all students to get involved. Fall sports include cheerleading, football, and volleyball. Winter sports include basketball, cheerleading, and wrestling. Spring sports include baseball and track. Our students are eligible to play at the JV and varsity levels. High school sports information is available through Chapin High School's website. Students will also have an opportunity to participate in various clubs. Our clubs include Beta Club, Community Book Club, Next Steps, Girls Empowered to Lead, Student Council, Chess Club, Creative Writing Club, FCA, Sports and Leisure Club. Academy meets every Wednesday for 25 minutes. Our Academy time serves to support and broaden students' experiences. There are 3 types of academies: Fun Academy, Study Hall Academy, and free recess. Registration happens in two parts: exploratory course registration in March and academic course registration, which will begin in April.
Exploratory course registration forms were sent home with students on Tuesday, March 12th, and will need to be returned to your child's school on Tuesday, March 19th. All students will be scheduled in health/PE for one semester. As students complete the exploratory form, we would like for them to mark their preferences on the exploratory selection form in rank order of 1 to 5. Indicating your preference does not guarantee placement into the courses you select, but we will try to accommodate as many requests as possible. Please understand the exploratory courses offer students an opportunity to explore areas of interest during middle school. Rising 7th grade students can select one year-long elective and a combination of semester or quarter courses. Our 7th grade students should complete the exploratory selection form by ranking their preference in order of 1 to 5. We will use this information to begin developing student schedules for the 2019-2020 school year. Our 8th grade exploratory selection form is slightly different from the 7th grade form. Rising 8th grade students will have the opportunity to select one year-long elective and a combination of semester or quarter courses. Rising 8th grade students should complete the exploratory selection form by ranking their preference in order of 1 to 5. Part 2 of the registration process will involve the academic course registration form. Although you do not have the academic course registration placement at this time, they will be sent home on April 26th. This form should be returned to your student's school by Friday, May 3rd. Placement in core courses is determined by standardized test scores, student grades, and teacher recommendations. If a parent disagrees with a particular placement in a core course, a parent can complete a waiver form for consideration. Parents cannot waive a student into a course if a prerequisite has not been met. Chapin Middle School students will have the opportunity to take several high school courses. Students may request placement into high school exploratory courses. Exploratory courses receiving high school credit include both world language courses, French 1 and Spanish 1, as well as our business education course, Fundamentals of Computing 1. However, placement into high school academic courses is based on set criteria. This would include courses such as Algebra 1, Geometry, and English 1.
There are several items for middle school students and parents to consider before registering for a high school course. First, high school courses bearing Carnegie credit become a part of the student's transcript and factor into the student's high school grade point average. Second, level or class changes will not be honored after the first quarter. It's important to remember if a high school course is taken at the middle school level and the student performs poorly, the same course can be retaken the following year without penalty.
Chapin Middle School offers a variety of high school courses. 7th grade students have an opportunity to take Fundamentals of Computing 1 and Honors Algebra 1. 7th grade students successfully completing the Fundamentals of Computing 1 course will receive half a credit for the course. 7th grade students successfully completing the Honors Algebra 1 course will receive 1 credit toward graduation. 8th grade students will have the opportunity to take Fundamentals of Computing 1 for half a Carnegie credit. 8th grade students successfully completing Honors Algebra 1, Honors Geometry, Honors English 1, French 1, and Spanish 1 will receive 1 Carnegie credit for each course. As middle school students begin registering for high school courses, we want to make parents aware of the Lexington 5 District Course Catalog. The District Course Catalog provides a wealth of information, including a flowchart for English Language Arts on page 73 and the Math flowchart on page 81. Both flowcharts will provide a quick visual of the natural progression for ELA and Math. The District Course Catalog is hyperlinked to this slide for your convenience. This Google Slide presentation will be available on the CMS website under the Academics tab. If you are feeling overwhelmed as you try to decide the best placement for your student, remember, we are here to help you. Your student's teacher will make a recommendation on the academic course registration form. As a reminder, the academic course registration form will be sent home on Friday, April 26th. The form should be returned to your student's school by Friday, May 3rd.
We want to take a few moments to review the course options on the academic course registration form. The academic course registration forms will be specific to each grade level. 7th grade students will have the opportunity to take ELA 7 or Honors ELA 7. 8th grade students will have the opportunity to take ELA 8, Honors ELA 8, or English 1 Honors. As we consider the math offerings, 7th grade students will have the opportunity to take Math 7, Pre-Algebra 7, or Algebra 1 Honors. 8th grade students will have the opportunity to take Pre-Algebra 8, Algebra 1 Honors, or Geometry Honors. The science offerings for 7th grade students include Science 7 or Honors Science 7. 8th grade students will have the opportunity to take Science 8 or Honors Science 8. Finally, as we consider our social studies courses, 7th grade students will have the opportunity to take Contemporary Cultures 7 or Honors Contemporary Cultures 7. And our 8th grade students will have the opportunity to take South Carolina History 8 or Honors South Carolina History 8. As you prepare for the academic course registration, you may want to read through the course descriptions of each course. You can find the CMS course catalog on our website under the Academics tab at the top of the web page. The CMS course catalog is also hyperlinked to this slide. We want to invite you to visit with our Exploratory teachers in the cafeteria. They will be able to answer any questions you may have about their programs. In addition, we have several department heads, school counselors, special education chair, and the administrative team available for questions. Thank you for visiting, and if you have any questions, please ask. We look forward to working with you and your student. We want to thank you for joining us at Chapin Middle School tonight, and we hope you have a great evening.